Hello everyone, I am teacher Casey and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So on my channel, I love to share all about teaching online. And today I'm going to share about Bloom's taxonomy. And don't worry, it has nothing to do with taxes. I know taxes can be daunting and so I want to share about Bloom's taxonomy though. If you've had educational courses in the university or college, then more likely you are aware of what Bloom's taxonomy is. But I just want to share that it's meant to encourage a higher level of thinking. It's so wonderful. It uses these amazing higher level verbs. And so there's a lower level and then it goes up into the higher level area. And so it's great to use these in your lesson descriptions if you work for a company like Outschool where you are creating your own lessons. And essentially when you're using these to create your lessons, you are scaffolding and you're building up your students' current knowledge and their current cognitive skills, and you're using them in Blue's taxonomy to help as guidelines for your lessons. And this can really truly benefit any teacher. And when you're thinking about what lesson goals you have and what the objectives are that you want your students to obtain with this lesson. So it's just really wonderful overall. And I just want to mention that you can use these for different parts of your planning with your lesson. So you can use these in your course summary, the course description, and then also if you're doing your learning goals for Outschool, that is an option. You don't have to do learning goals, but if you do. So course description, course summary, and learning goals, you can use the taxonomy verbs and as well as great questions to go along with that and helping with you in planning your lesson. And we will jump on in. I want to show you some examples that are very helpful. Okay, so here we go. Bloom's Taxonomy 101. So I created this infographic, and our first one is knowledge. So knowledge is to remember facts and memorizing information. And I've got some power verbs there that you can use. So power verbs are copy, define, identify, outline, locate, choose, distinguish, repeat, show, record. And then here are some potential questions that you might want to ask. So can you list 5 blank? Which one blank? How would you explain? And why did that happen? And then, of course, there are other questions as well as power verbs, but that's just a great way to start and to get your mind thinking around how you can get that knowledge going. And then our second part is understand. The understand is for them to be able to explain the concepts and ideas that they're learning. So power verbs here are explain, retell, discuss, conclude, summarize, interpret, classify, expand on, and infer. So you can see a lot of them kind of go around each other. They meld perfectly with one another. And then our potential questions: what is the main idea? Can you summarize? Can you state that in your own words? And then down to number 3. So this is apply. Apply the concepts in different scenarios. And our power verbs are interview, present, experiment, illustrate, calculate, determine, and solve. And then some questions that you can maybe ask are, how can you show your understanding? How can you apply what you learned? So it's just kind of putting the pieces together. And then analyze is number 4, and the power verbs for analyze are organize, sequence, compare, contrast, examine, debate, and mind map. I like mind map. Actually, I like a lot of these. And then some questions are, why do you think, how are blank and blank related? How are you able to classify? And on to evaluate. So number 5 is evaluate, and our power verbs are check, assess, conclude, reflect, hypothesize, roleplay, revise, critique. And some potential questions are, how would you change? How can this be improved? If you could blank, what would you do? How can this be adapted to make it different? And then number 6, to create. So our power verbs are imagine, invent, design, construct, plan, and compose. Again, these are all a bit similar. And then our questions we can ask are, what can you recommend? In what way can you determine? What is your opinion of blank? And so those are the 6 parts of Bloom's taxonomy. And these are so helpful. So you can use these when you're writing your lessons for Outschool and when you're writing your course description, your class summary. And then if you are writing any learning goals, that's an option, but you don't have to. But if you're doing those, or if you're doing the learning goals, then you can use some of these verbs to go along with the learning goals as well. So summary, description, and learning goals. These power verbs are great, wonderful verbs, and they can help to expand on your lesson and to give you a bit of a path as to where your lesson is going. And I was recently reminded about it again, actually just yesterday, in fact. And so it can really help you. I hope that it helps you as much as it will for me, because I know I'm going to be using Bloom's taxonomy from here on out to help plan my lessons. And if it helps you, then I am so happy for that. So if you have any comments, questions, anything, please comment below, and I will be so happy to help you out in any way that I can. Or I would love to hear your thoughts on Bloom's taxonomy. Do you use it for your planning when you're planning your classes? And how has it helped you? So I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much. You can catch me at teacher.casey1988@gmail.com. And also my website is caseyteaches.weebly.com. So you can catch me any of those places. And I am always here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye! And don't forget to check out my other social media accounts.